Everything from a knowledge base of a coach is usually distilled into very few words. Not a bad thing, it's a good thing. It makes it simple. But the problem is, the reason they arrived at that one simple thing is they did 20 some odd years of doing it all these different ways, that some good, some bad. At the end of the day, they said, you know what, it just comes down to keeping your front shoulder in. What does that mean? If I tell you to put your hand up, what are you gonna do? But if I tell him to put his hand up, what could he do? You guys ain't putting your hands up in the same way. It's not happening. And every kid's going to interpret words differently. So just because that coach said, get out front, you have no idea what he means by those words. And most people assume that what his interpretation or his meaning of the words are is exactly what yours is. Rarely are they the same. So it's your job to ask questions. Hey, what do you mean by that? Can you explain that differently? I can't tell you how many college guys come in here and go, holy crap, you mean what coach has been telling me for the last 3 years of my career, all he really meant was this? Yeah. And if I had just talked to him about it on the second week of school when he told me to do that, maybe I would have already had that figured out, but no one's willing to have the conversations. But if the coaches would spend more time just getting to know each kid, even in the first 2 weeks, if there was no practice and it was just let me get to know every kid and get to know what works for them, explain what I think they do well, what they don't do well, what they need to work on, all of a sudden you have a great relationship with the kid, you know each other well, the whole rest of the season, you're off to a great start. But no one wants to take the time to do that because they're worried about losing practice time. Those few minutes, even if it's 20 minutes talking to each other, you're going to gain more context in those 20 minutes than you would in the next 3 years of just running through practices, because you actually never get a chance to know the kid.